2:15 by my time, and I think we can start.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, and thank you for joining us online today. Following the outbreak of COVID-19 globally, businesses started to review their operational structures in line with the new realities. At the Nigerian Stock Exchange, we have successfully settled into the new normal and are going about our business without hitches. In recent weeks, we have commemorated various capital raising events successfully with our digital closing Gong ceremony. This platform also provides an avenue for global brand awareness and visibility as we recognize and celebrate issuers' achievements and milestones in the global market. This afternoon, we're here to celebrate the laudable milestone recently achieved by one of our marquee listed companies. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Baker Magunda, MD CEO of Guinness Nigeria PLC, and the company's entire stakeholders watching through various channels to today's digital closing Gong ceremony to commemorate the 70th anniversary of the iconic brand Guinness in Nigeria. Mr. Magunda, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks, Oscar.
Let me, on behalf of the National Council and the Executive Management of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, congratulate the entire board and management of Guinness Nigeria PLC on this remarkable feat. As you know, Guinness Nigeria is one of the pioneer companies to be listed on the NSE in the beer and beverage industry. It is noteworthy to mention that, and have you affirm to the fact that the exchange has tremendously evolved since those early days of your listing. Through this 70 years journey, Guinness Nigeria PLC and the NSE have partnered to positively influence business performance and outcomes, both in making capital available for expansion and in impacting the community through good corporate citizenship. In 2017, Guinness Nigeria successfully executed its rights issue of about 40 billion naira, which was utilized to pay down financial obligations of the company. The company continues to deliver value to its shareholders by its corporate actions and dividend policy. As an institution that takes pride in our CSR efforts, we are glad to have partnered with Guinness Nigeria PLC over the years, specifically in our fight against cancer through our annual 5K race called NSC Corporate Challenge. We will continue to implement more community-focused programs to make more impact in our operating environment. In response to the COVID-19 outbreak, we recently committed the sum of 100 million naira to support the fight against COVID-19 in Nigeria. This includes our donation of 60 million naira to the Capital Market Support Committee Against COVID-19, or CMSCC. This is the Securities and Exchange Commission-led initiative to raise 1 billion naira from capital market stakeholders to support the fight against COVID-19, while 40 million naira is devoted to our Mass for All Nigerians campaign, which was launched to galvanize private organizations and individuals to provide 400 million face masks to Nigerians, especially the low-income households. NSC has kicked off the campaign with a donation of over 100,000 face masks in conformance with the guidelines of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration Control, NAFDAC, and Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON. I therefore use this opportunity to invite Guinness Nigeria PLC and other companies to join the campaign and donate mass through the campaign website, www.massforallng.com. Let me reassure the leadership of Guinness Nigeria PLC that the NSC will remain your trusted business partner in achieving your strategic business objectives and celebrating milestones such as today. Congratulations once again to the board and management of Guinness Nigeria PLC, and we wish you many successful years in business. Let me now invite Baker to make a few remarks.
Thank you, Oscar. On behalf of management, the board, and all the stakeholders at Guinness Nigeria, we're excited for being invited today. I'd like to thank you once more, Oscar, and your team for finding us worthy to invite us today. The last time I did this, I was able to come physically to the stock exchange, but clearly times have changed, like Oscar said, and therefore, like many other businesses, we are learning how to run our business in a different way. Some weeks ago, Guinness Nigeria clocked 70 years of continuous business in Nigeria. We're really extremely excited and proud about that. It's a big milestone for my team and I to be leading such an iconic business at this time. We had plans, of course, as Guinness to celebrate this big, and I remember that I had mentioned it to Oscar that he will be getting possibly the hottest invitation in 2020 in the Lagos city. Little did I know that all of that would be disrupted. However, here we are. The pandemic, no doubt, has proven to be an economic crisis as much as it is a health crisis. The stock market has taken a hit in many places across the world and possibly including Nigeria. However, like most businesses, we remain unanimous in our resolve to do everything we can, everything within our power to emerge stronger through this pandemic. Our clear ambition as Guinness Nigeria remains to be the best performing, most trusted and respected consumer products company in Nigeria. Our business continues to reinforce its industry leadership in terms of equity of our brands, innovation, revenue growth, and social investments in the local communities in which we do business. During this pandemic, we are playing our part by supporting the efforts of the government through donations of hand sanitizers, non-alcoholic drinks, and care packages valued so far at just about 200 million naira. We've done this through the NCDC, the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management, and Social Development. We've also given some donations through the 10 states in Nigeria, and we have impacted 3,000 workers within the hospitality sector. These materials are primarily to support the frontline health workers and security officers as they work tirelessly to curtail the spread of COVID-19, as well as to provide relief to the vulnerable. We launched a social media campaign to impart knowledge and tips to all Nigerians through our social media platforms, and we did that. We touched 10 million people. We've also been running a campaign we call Lift the Bar, intended to reach out to especially those girls and boys who serve our drinks every day through the bar and the bar community. The care packages that we've been sending to them continue, and these are through nominations of consumers who they serve every day. We are proud of that. We've also raised virtual glasses in a toast to celebrate and appreciate all the health care and support workers in Nigeria who are working tirelessly to fight the coronavirus. Guinness Nigeria will continue to contribute to Nigeria's growth and cooperate with government, while also improving its performance to the delight of its shareholders and investors. Guinness Nigeria was established in 1950, and as Oscar said, we joined the stock exchange in 1965, and we have since remained a very proud member of the stock exchange. We have 68,000 shareholders of Guinness Nigeria, and we continue to grow our capital base across Nigeria. Our shareholders and investors remain important to us, and responding through the pandemic is our biggest focus for my team and I at the moment. Though most of our workforce continue working from home, our breweries have started opening to serve and meet the demand that is coming through from the consumers. Before the pandemic, for instance, e-commerce was a very tiny bit of our business, less than 1% of what we used to do, but we've had to react very quickly. And I would like to take the opportunity to thank all the boys and girls who work at Guinness, who have put in their effort and dedication to learn quickly and respond to the consumer needs, where we continue delivering your favorite brands while keeping everybody safe. I'm proud to say that at the moment, e-commerce contributes to almost 50% of everything that we've been selling over the last 3 months. So it's really, really impressive how the team has reacted to this. I thank everybody for the effort and dedication you put into that. Clearly, the consumers and customers we serve are dealing with the equal amount of change and are learning too. Everyone is learning. This is why we are finding more effective ways to connect and meet with the needs of consumers. We are actively engaging in social media platforms like Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook. We are also setting up WhatsApp sales platforms, telesales, everything that we can use through the digital platforms to ensure that the demand that is coming through is being serviced and that consumers can reach our brands in the most effective and safest way. We would like to say a big thank you to the Nigeria Stock Exchange for the opportunity to do this. Since we got listed in 1965, we have enjoyed a favorable and fantastic relationship with the stock exchange, as well as with the professionals who work at the stock exchange, currently led by Oscar. Thank you, Oscar, and your team. We knew that we had to bring the 70th celebration to you, and we thank you for inviting us to share this moment with us. Your support as stockbrokers and key stakeholders has been unwavering. Since then, though, all the various transactions that you've mentioned are as a testimony to the partnership that we continue to enjoy with your team. I thank you, and on behalf of Guinness Nigeria, I commit on behalf of the team that we will continue to treasure this partnership and grow with the stock exchange. Thank you.
Thank you, Baker, for those wonderful remarks. Let me now invite the doyen of the market, Alhaji Yusuf Rashid, to make a few remarks.
Thank you.
Alhaji, you're on mute. Are you able to unmute yourself? Okay, it seems like Alhaji is having some technical problems. We're going to move ahead, and perhaps if he can sort it out, we would come back to him. Baker, let me drink a toast to you. We'll use Guinness Malta to do that. We wish Guinness, the iconic brand, many more years as we drink this toast of successful business in Nigeria.
Thank you, Oscar.
Congratulations.
I will stop the video.
So, Baker, I hope you're all set to close the market. We just have, in fact, it's time. Let me invite you to close the market.
Yeah.
Excellent, congratulations.
Thank you.
Perhaps we can take a very quick remark from Elijah Yusuf. I see he's now unmuted.
Okay. The Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, Mr. Oscar Onyema, the Chief Executive of Guinness Nigeria Limited, on behalf of the daily member of Nigerian Stock Exchange, I welcome you to the floor of Nigerian Stock Exchange and congratulate you on the 78th anniversary of your company. Guinness Nigeria PLC, like you have said, is home of the first Guinness brewery outside of the British Isles. Guinness products have been well received by Nigerian consumers and accorded some local names. Babadudu for its blackness, and Odeku for its bulky bottling. No party is complete in Nigeria without a general supply of Guinness Stout. Consequently, Guinness share had been the darling of more Nigerian investors for its generous dividend payment. Of recent, the situation appears to be changing from the investor's point of view. This is probably a result of recent government fiscal policy on the industry. To be specific, the special levy put on that industry. The brokers community would like to work with Guinness management and the Nigerian Stock Exchange to present to the government an appeal for a review of the levy, particularly against the background of the effect of the COVID-19. So we would like you to get in touch so that both the brokers community, Nigerian Stock Exchange, yourself and your industry can approach the government to review this levy quickly.
Okay.
I congratulate you on behalf of the stockbroking community for your anniversary and wish you a successful celebration. Thank you very much for coming to us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Doyen. That was Doyen of the market. Thank you. And distinguished guests, I want to congratulate and thank Guinness Nigeria PLC MD and his entire team for joining us today for this closing Gong ceremony. This brings us to the conclusion of this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.